Hello. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to validate UI fields in Heritage Human Services. I am going to consider the setup that's shown here. I have three fields in my courses: name, place, phone. I am going to validate these fields on click of OK button. For this tutorial, I am just checking for empty validation that can be extended to any kind of UI validation over here. So this transaction right here is bound to my OK button. I have fire validation checkbox, fire validation drop down here where there are two options, never and before. When never is selected, there is no validation that is performed on click of OK button. But when before is selected, during the form submission, the validation will be performed on the fields that we desire to perform, have validation. So on selecting before option here, there is a green circle that appears here. You have to connect that green circle to the validation script like this. Let's look at what is there in this validation script. Here I'm just validating name field. At this point, I'm just checking for null or empty. Let me run this code so that we will see what happens when validation is performed. So this is my code with three fields, name, place, and phone. I'm leaving all three fields empty and clicking on OK here. Since I have validation for the field name, when I click on OK, this field was validated and it was highlighted here with corresponding error message that I have given there. If I give some value here and click on OK, this form will be submitted like this. So let's go back to our process designer. Let us look at what we have here in the script. There is a method called add coach validation error, which will add the errors on the variable on the validation performed to this system variable called coach validation. So if there is something in this coach validation, if there are some errors that are loaded into this coach validation, then the form is not submitted and the control goes back to the UI. So in this, I am adding the variable that I am validating on and the error message that I have. Similarly, I can validate other variables also. I am now adding other variable names. I have place right here. I am adding an if condition to check whether the variable place is null or empty. I have to provide the name of the variable including the variable scope tw.local. When I give this error message is added into this coach validation system variable along with the variable name. So this is kind of a key value pair where my variable name is going to be key and corresponding error message is going to be value. So when this system in the background checks whether this coach validation has any values or not. If it has any values, it will go back, the control goes back to the UI. If this is empty, the form will be submitted successfully. I am saving it. At this point, I am just validating name and place. And I am running this coach. Now, I have two fields which are being validated. These are name and place. I'm just giving value in 1 and I'm clicking on OK. So since this place also is being validated and there is no value in it, the error that we have specified in our script is shown here. So I'm giving value here. I'm clicking on it. The form should be successfully submitted. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in another.